Hello and welcome to Standard Voice Television Global News at 3 p.m. today, 5th March 2026. Equivalent Islamic calendar, 16th day of Ramadan, 1447 after Hijrah. In the headlines, President Tinubu approves construction of 6 major road projects across Nigeria. The Executive Council revives adult literacy and imposes 6-year ban on new private universities. Zamfara State Government awards construction of 95 kilometers in Svtv. On the international scene, International Monetary Fund warns Middle East while testing global economic resilience. And on sports updates, FIFA confirms Congo for playoffs and ends Nigeria's 2026 World Cup expectations. These and more news will be coming to you in the bulletin. I am Hamida Muhammad Idris. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the proposed demolition of the Qatar Bridge in Lagos and the redesign of a new bridge. The Minister of Works, Dev Imahi, who made this known in statement, said the road project approved for construction include the Suleja Mina Road, which was originally awarded to Salini Construction Company, but later terminated due to poor performance. He also added that only 10 kilometers of the road was completed before the contract was cancelled. The minister further explained that the second carriageway has also received clearance from the Bureau of Public Procurement, BPP. The federal government and contractors handling Section 1 of ABUJA-KANO Expressway in False Nigeria Limited have reaffirmed their commitment to the April 2026 completion date. The project, which was initially awarded to Julius Berger Nigeria PLC, was terminated owing to a cost and completion date dispute and re-awarded to Infras under a fresh contract involving the use of reinforced concrete pavements instead of asphalt as the cost of 777 billion naira. The Standard Voice television correspondent Ilya Auta complete the reports.
A representative of the company, Chukwuma Akalu, who spoke to newsmen during a media tour of Abuja section of the project, expressed the company's readiness and commitment to meeting the April deadline for the project delivery. According to him, the company worked day and night in order to complete the outstanding section of the project, which was awarded in 2 lots.
The project includes a 40.5 kilometers dual continuous reinforced concrete pavement, stretch totaling 81 kilometers, a 17.3 kilometers tar section linking the Kano Zaria Road, and a 6.63 kilometers road wearing course overlay in Kano State. To date, we have completed the 6.63 dual road in Kano, the road to Kano Airport, which has been marked with street lights, the 17.3 kilometers road leading to Kano Zaria Road is about 80% complete.
He also explained that out of the 181 kilometers, 60 kilometers have been completed, leaving 21 kilometers to be delivered before the end of April.
We work during the day and night to make sure we meet our target of completing 81 kilometers by the end of April.
Also, Director of Information and Public Relations of the Ministry of Work, Mohammed Ahmed, who also spoke during the visit, said the project was dear to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Minister of Works, David Umahi.
This project, like similar project nationwide, is the central to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed work agenda, which is the Minister of Works, David Umahi, is also committed to the delivering on the issues of road infrastructure.
The inspection team also paid similar visits to Marabakefi Road project, being handled by China Harbor Engineering Construction Company with a June 2026 completion date. Ilya Auta reporting for Standard Voice Television.
Thank you, Ilya Auta. And now the news continues. Federal government has refused claims that tax reforms will impoverish Nigerians, insisting that policies are designed to curb the burden of multiple levies on small businesses and low-income earners. The Vice President Kashim Shettima dismissed the assertion while speaking on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at interfaith breaking of the fast for Ramadan and Lent on Wednesday at the State House, Abuja. He also urged government officials to educate citizens about the benefits of the reforms. On his part, the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, disclosed this in a statement titled, "Tax Reforms Will Improve Lives, Not Impoverish Nigerians." He also stressed that the government is concerned about Nigeria's plight and is introducing policy instruments to lift many out of poverty without adding to their burdens. In another development, the Federal Executive Council (FEC) approved the restoration of the National Commission for Mass Literacy, Adult and Non-Formal Education as an independent body, a 6-day moratorium on the establishment of the universities, and the recognition of medical fellowships as equivalent to doctoral degrees. Minister of Education Tunji Alausa disclosed this while briefing journalists at the State House in Abuja after the FEC meeting presided over by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He also added that the council approved the restoration of the National Commission for Mass Literacy and Non-Formal Education to its full status after it had been earlier downgraded to a department within the ministry. Alausa also explained that the decision is part of the administration's broader plan to tackle Nigeria's literacy challenges and equip millions of citizens with digital and basic education skills. Still on the news, Kaduna State government has reopened 535 schools and 85 health facilities shut down following security challenges across the state. While construction was ongoing on the 35-kilometer Goma-Gagumi road linking 62 farming communities in Bernongwari local government area, and also awarded the contracts for the Mandobe-Nongwari road projects. The state governor of Asani disclosed this during the breaking of Ramadan fast with members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly in Kaduna. Sani, while speaking on All Progressives Congress APC primaries to select candidate for the 2027 elections, said he has no selected aspirant and will not interfere in the process that will produce candidates for elective positions. He, however, urged all aspirants seeking elective offices to convey support from party members rather than rely on political godfathers. The governor also emphasized that their primaries must be transparent and credible to ensure unity within the party ahead of the 2027 general elections. On security reforms, the newly sworn-in Inspector General of Police Tunji Dishu has set up a high-powered committee to develop a framework for its implementation, declaring that decentralized policing. The move is coming amid renewed national debate and repeated calls for state police, as well as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's recent charge to the National Assembly to amend the 1999 Constitution to accommodate it as part of border security reforms. The issue said the committee's assignment is significant and timely, given Nigeria's evolving security challenges. The committee, chaired by Olu Ogun Sakin, and has 4 weeks to submit its report. The new police boss stressed that the committee is to develop a workable framework through which state policing can operate without undermining national security. The news is coming to you on Standard Voice Television. Still to come in the news. Zamfara State Government awards construction of 95 kilometers in Sape local government area. On the international scene, International Monetary Fund warns Middle East war testing global economic resilience. And on sports updates, FIFA confirms Congo for playoffs and ends Nigeria's 2026 World Cup expectations. Stand by for these and more after this break. Welcome back, and now the news continues. Zamfara State government has approved the construction of 95 kilometers road project in Svtv local government area of the state. This was disclosed after the State Executive Council meeting held at the Government House, Gusau, chaired by Governor Dauda Lawal. The road project, which is the longest in the state, stretches from Endotandaji, Chedia Doka, Enwarandaji, Hayin Alhaji, Bedi, Ungwarjoji, Mkozo, Svtv. The state government has embarked 125.4 billion naira on the construction and rehabilitation of 28 urban and rural roads and bridges across the state this year, 2026. It will be recalled that Governor Lawal had presented a proposed budget of 861.3 billion naira for the 2026 fiscal year to the House of Assembly on December 4, 2025. He also signed the bill, the 871.337 billion naira appropriation bill, into law on December 19 after deliberations and approval by the state legislature. Still on security, the first state government has commiserated with communities and families of victims affected by recent bandit attacks in various parts of the state. It was gathered that Lawal had convened an emergency meeting of the State Security Council in the Government House Conference Room in Gusau. The spokesperson of the governor, Suleiman Bala Idris, in a statement noted that the emergency security meeting was summoned due to alarming recent security development, specifically credible reports of improvised explosive devices, IEDs, being placed along certain highways of the state. Governor Lawal tasked the head of the security agencies in the state with urgently reviewing the current security architecture and working together to develop a practical, well-designed and clear operational framework to address the trend. The governor also sympathized with the security agencies on the loss of brave personnel who have paid their ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty and those who have sustained injuries while defending the people. Still on security, Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab fighters invaded Ngoshe in Goza local government area of Borno State, killing scores of civilians and soldiers. Senator Ali Indime, who confirmed the attack in an interview, also said the details about the incident are still sketchy, but maintained that many of the fleeing terrorists were killed by the air components of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hatinkai. He, however, lamented that the chief imam of Ngoshi and some elders and security personnel were among those killed, with many still missing or kidnapped during the attack, while scores of civilians, mostly women and children, are displaced, are currently taking refuge in Polka community. The senator therefore advocated for a serious military operation in Sambisa Forest and the Mandara Mountains to stem the tide of terrorists causing havoc in southern Borno State. And they may also condemn the attack, commiserated with the families of those killed, and wish the injured ones quick recovery. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved the implementation of a geographic information system enabled alphanumeric digital postcard system for Nigeria. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Boshun Tijani, made this known, said the approval was granted by the council presided by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Correspondent Ilya Adamu Auta has more details of the report.
Tunji said the new system will be implemented as part of effort to deliver on the targets and strategics outlined in the Federal Ministry of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy's strategic blueprint.
I am pleased to announce that the Federal Executive Council, under the leadership of the President, has approved the implementation of guest-enabled alphanumeric digital postcode system for Nigeria.
He also explained that the ministry will work in collaboration with the Postmaster General of the Federation, Tola Odeyemi, and her team at the Nigerian Postal Services to introduce a modern geospatial intelligence addressing system.
With the NIPOS, Tola Adeyemi and her team at NIPOS NGN, who work hard on delivering this, will introduce a modern geospatial intelligence addressing system that improve accuracy across the country and enable faster and more reliable mail and parcel processing.
He added that beyond strengthening postal operations, the digital postcode system will serve as a national enabler for improved planning and service delivery.
Beyond strengthening postal operation, the digital postcode system will also serve as an important national enabler, supporting better national planning, improved emergency response, more efficient logistics and e-commerce, and the delivery of government services.
He also noted that as Nigerian digital economy expands, foundational systems such as a digital postcode framework are essential for building infrastructure that connects people, businesses, and services more efficiently. This enabler, alphanumeric digital postcode system, is a modern addressing framework that assigns unique combinations of letters and numbers codes to precise geographic location across Nigeria. Nigeria's rapidly expanding digital economy has long been constrained by inadequate addressing system. Many locations lack formal street names or numbers, creating challenges for deliveries, security, navigation, and service access. The new system, built on earlier background, includes geospatial detail from the National Population Commission's census. Elia Adamu Auta, reporting for Standard Voice Television.
Thank you, Ilya Auta, with the reports, and now the news continues. A civil society group has commenced the distribution of 17,000 bags of essential food items to vulnerable households across the state to mark the month of Ramadan. The initiative chairman, Ahmadu Sili, in a statement stated that the aim is to alleviate the economic burden on residents in his immediate community and surrounding areas during the fasting of Holy Ramadan. According to the group, the donation was officially flagged off in Talata Mafara, which comprised a significant quantity of food staples designed to reach the needy. The general manager of the initiative, Saadu Madachi, stressed that the gesture is born out of a spiritual and civic duty to give back to the community. To the foreign scene, International Monetary Fund (IMF) has alerted that global economic resilience is being tested by the latest war in the Middle East. Head of the IMF, Kristalina, disclosed this during a live stream of the Asia in 2050 conference in Bangkok, warning that if the conflict proving to be more prolonged, has obvious potential to affect global energy prices, market sentiments, growth and inflation, and place new demands on the shoulders of policymakers everywhere. The IMF chief said the fund has been warning its membership for quite some time that uncertainty is now the new normal. The United States and Israel began launching strikes against Iran on Saturday, killing its supreme leader and sparking a wave of attacks across the Gulf. The conflict in the resource-rich region has sent global oil prices soaring, and markets have been thrown into turmoil. Finally, to the sport on scene, the Federation of International Football Association (FIFA) has confirmed the final lineup for the Inter-Confederation Playoff Tournament, naming Democratic Republic of Congo as Africa's representative and ending Nigeria's expectations of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. The World Football Governing Body, in an accreditation notice issued to reporters ahead of the competition, outlined the game format and listed the 6 participating nations, with Democratic Republic of Congo included as CAF's flag bearer. FIFA, in the communication, made no reference to any amendment to the qualified team, strongly indicating that the original result will stand and confirming Nigeria's elimination. The confirmation leaves no room for Nigeria, as the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) had challenged their defeat in the CAF playoffs in November 2025. The NFF had filed a formal protest alleging that Democratic Republic of Congo told ineligible players during the decisive tie, which ended 1-1 before Nigeria lost on penalties. Finally, on the news, the top stories again. President Tinubu approves construction of 6 major road projects across Nigeria. Executive Council revives adult literacy and imposes 6-year ban on new private universities. Zamfara State Government awards construction of 95 kilometers in Svtv. On the international scene, International Monetary Fund warns Middle East for testing global economic resilience. And on sports updates, FIFA confirms Congo for playoffs and ends Nigeria's 2026 World Cup expectations. On behalf of the news editor, Ilya Adam Auta, and the production crew, I am Hamida Mohammed Idris. Thanking you for investing your time and staying with the news. Ramadan Mubarak.